Hello and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. Today I was fortunate enough to have a lovely development studio named Misfits Attic let me try their game called A Virus Named Tom, which is in beta right now, and it's looking really good actually. This is a puzzle game, an interesting puzzle game for a number of reasons. If you noticed the last time I tried a puzzle game, I was really not very good at it. The difficulty curve seemed like it was really high. And this one seems like it's a lot more accessible on pretty much every level, as well as having a really well-polished design going to it. I mean, the animations, the sound, the music, the UI, everything about it seems like it's really professionally done, and I applaud them for that. It's very accessibly playable and fun. So let's start it off. We got a little cutscene to set up what's going on in the game, and then we'll get into some action.
You have to understand. Everything was wonderful. I was creating the future. Metal dogs that didn't poop. I even cured walking. Then I invented Globotron, which would destroy anyone found walking. That's when it happened. Megatech. Crazy, they said. How is that even profitable, they said. And that's when they fired me. Me, Dr. X. Me, the inventor of their precious city. Their precious city. Well, I have one last invention for them. Oh, I know they'll love him. I call him Tom.
So that is our virus named Tom, which, as you just saw, has been engineered by you to destroy all of these inventions to bring down the corporation that fired you, which I think is an awesome setup for a game. And our first invention we're going to be attacking is the pet of tomorrow, the wonder dog made of metal who doesn't poop. And I love this UI too, the way it's set up, like this level hub. You divide the sections of the item into bits, and then you actually attack that one level at a time. So this is really just the sort of tutorial level to get you used to how the control works, and it's actually really easy in terms of just wrapping your mind around what the puzzles are about and how you progress through them. So I like the character design too. He's actually quite cute in a strange way. So probably don't need to go through the tutorials to much extent. Let's just sort of run into that and I'll show you exactly what you do here. So you've got a grid, and you control Tom with your analog stick or keyboard if you prefer. I think the 360 controller is much easier to use. And by holding down A, you draw shapes, or squares in this case, on the grid. And all you do, draw a square around part of this and it will turn, and you let the virus progress to the next node, and that will win you the level. So the objective is very simple. Fill up all of the circuit area with the virus. And, you know, it starts easy as with most puzzle games and gets trickier as you go on. So it actually works sort of like in Pipe Dreams or something, where you set up the pipes and then you progress and let the water go through them. Pretty similar idea. I think this execution is much more charming and much more engaging. And I could see this being fun for pretty much anybody, you know, all ages. It's got some funny humor to it, and I actually really like the vibe of the developer. Also, I checked out their website, and they seem like a bunch of cool guys. So this is where we add in the next little snag to the formula. We've got drones now that are going to be chasing after us while we're navigating the grid. And we also find out we've got a life bar of sorts at the top there that we need to watch and be cognizant of. So while I'm trying to avoid getting smacked by these guys, I'm also going to be turning this to let the virus seep into all of the circuits. And then I'm also trying to stay out of the way of these bugs here. And you'll see the formula gets even more complicated, but it actually stays quite manageable. And it's not too hard to stay out of trouble at the beginning, but things do get more chaotic, as they often do. And you'll see you earn a medal after each level, which keeps track of your scores and everything, and there's a little leaderboard on the side, which is always a nice touch. Alright, so this time we've got what looks like a much more complicated puzzle here. So we've got a four-way connected to an end. Let's turn this around, get that flowing, then we see this stops here. Let's turn this one that way. This looks like a dead end, but let's turn that so it reaches that end. Let's turn... Oops. You can go both directions, I just happened to go wrong on that one. That way, and let's see, how am I going to get... Well, always helps to have the three-way ones going every way they can be going. Ah, right. Okay, so I forgot about the fact that each one of these nodes generates its own power, so we've got one on the top left and one on the bottom right. And I need to just be aware that I need to not break the path on either side. Now I just need to turn this one down. And I got it. That was a terrible score. Quite embarrassing, I must say. But watch what happens. So we've corrupted the pet of tomorrow.
Sit! Speak! Yay! Roll over!
I love that. So yeah, that's the basic sense of how this starts. So let's take a look at the next invention here, the teleporter. And we'll start at the beginning like we probably should. Oh, and then we start to get some emails from Megatech telling us about how they've noticed that we've been screwing with their stuff. Thanks for corrupting our pet of the future. Appreciate that. Had to tell people they're out of stock, which costs us money. But you're not a stockholder, are you? Well, our scientists have come up with an encryption that should keep you from causing more trouble. Give our regards to Dr. X. Megatech Management. So... you'll see their trick is that now I can't see anything for all of these blocks. But the orientation does give away what direction things are facing, so it's annoying, but it definitely makes it a little bit tougher. So I could imagine the other way, just having it be one thing and not the other, it could get a little hectic. So we gotta actually either remember what was under those from the beginning, or experiment by turning them until we figure out what they are. How about we turn this one? Okay. There we go. And then we just gotta flip this one up. Oh, other way. Nope, nope, nope. There we go. And I got a silver on that one. And I've earned some skip tokens, which allow me to use them on a failure screen to skip a level. Not that I'll need them, of course. No, I probably will. Alright, so this time we've got a whole bunch of sources here. So we would just flip these around and hope for the best, I suppose, because we don't really know exactly where to turn stuff to really get the infection pumping sufficiently. I hope I wasn't supposed to actually, like, remember what all of these were. So that's not going to work. Okay, I think if I remember correctly, these are all straight paths. Yeah, so I can just flip this one up. Oh, what's this? Oh. That's not going to work. How about... No, I'm going to have to redo this whole thing, because this is all wrong. So I gotta find the right combination of what goes up and what goes sideways. About this goes here. There we go. That one actually messed me up the first time I played it quite a bit. Alright, so here we've got a loop, and we've also got some bugs chasing after us, so let's see what we can do. Let's flip this one up. And let's do the same on this, but I think the path is different on each side, actually, yeah. So we got to... let's try flipping these around, so that way we can actually carry the current through them. This one is a... yeah, that's an end. Now, what if I flip these down? Just... there we go. So see, now that I've set up this path through here, I can actually use this source to continue pushing downward and see what's over on this end. Now let's flip this up. Well, I think I'm actually getting somewhere. And I think I just need to flip this one over as soon as bug passes, and I've got it. There we go. So the puzzles they're tricky, but they're not super hard, but they're actually really sort of gratifying when you figure them out. Alright, here we go is the next thing. Tom, they're sending more drones, so I've upgraded you with glitches. I even just invented that name. Place glitches with the right trigger or shift key in front of drones to stop them. This will help you get out of bad situations. Until they wear off. So when you get a glitch down, one of those guys will run into it, and then another one will, and they'll explode. So that'll give you a little bit of time to not have to worry about them, which is always welcome. Oh, oops. Ran right out into the way before I even saw where I was going yet. Alright, so I can probably flip this around. Oops. Yeah, until they're gone, you actually can't use those tiles at all. So this is actually a pretty simple puzzle just because they're getting you used to how to deal with these glitches. I could actually probably have killed both of them, but I just didn't. And those guys are coming back, so I can actually just kind of zoom in and out of here. And flip that around. Done. Silver medal. I'm not doing too great on these, unfortunately. Oh, okay, this one's a bit of a challenge. These guys are all in the way. So let's plant... Oh, no, that's not going to work. I gotta plant the glitch on the first try. No, I'm not going to skip. Retry. No, what am I doing? Now I'm screwed for this level. Restart. Let them go past. And then I'll plant that there. Let them all go past. And that'll make a gap for me, and then I can do the same in the other direction. Whoa. Okay, now I'm going to be in trouble. This one's actually more of a timing game, surprisingly. This level, I mean. Alright, gotta get back down. Turn this one. There we go. Bronze. Not too good, unfortunately. So, next level is here. Hello again. So we see you're figuring out the encryption. Very clever for a virus with an unclever name. Well, our scientists have come up with something more clever. They found a way to absorb the infection. Have fun spreading a bunch of nothing. Not likely. I figured you out. Oops, that was the wrong spot. So the idea here is now we've got the infection-absorbing ones and the regular drones, and they're both on an intersecting path, so you just need to make sure you kill the green one, and that will let you spread the virus again as normal. And it should be good to go. So I think that gives you a pretty good preview of what a virus named Tom is all about. Really fun, quirky puzzle game, and a great sense of humor to it. Lovely art style, great music. Don't really have anything bad to say about it. I mean, it's a puzzle game. They're almost always fun, as long as they're not shoddy, and this one is far from it. So I highly recommend it. Check it out. I'll put the website in the link, and stay informed as to what's going on with this game so you can catch it when it finally comes out for purchase. So thank you very much for watching another episode of Indie Impressions. This is Nick, and I want to remind you, go to facebook.com/indieimpressions, give me a like, and we can talk there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.